you have a passion. And so I started a company called Transfinder up the street, and we do school bus routing software for almost 2,000 school districts across North America. I've heard which school district you're from, and I think every single one of you is one of our clients. Anyone take the school bus in the morning? Great. Well, let me tell you, our software in school bus routing is for efficiency, safety, and we find money for budget. Right? So as you're talking about the budget today, I want to make sure you understand that there are things you spend during a budget to save you money. And also, we're one of the leaders in the world of education. And what the most important part is that you want to make sure we bring kids, young adults like yourselves, to school safe. There's so many variables involved, believe it or not, for taking the school bus, to make sure we bring kids to school, bring them safe, and then when they're in school, right, then bring them back home. And there's a big thing about what's going on with the safety in the world, and school bus is one of the safest means of transportation in the world. And so those are the things, as you think about budget, don't forget about routing software. All right? It's called Transfinder, so you might want to make sure you continue that, just in case, we talked about sports so many times. We've gone into school districts that they were going to eliminate sports program altogether. Can you imagine? Is it part of your lives about the sports in the school you're in? Imagine you come in or the next class, there's no more football because your schools can't afford it. Can you imagine that? But there's a lot of school districts in the country a few years ago, they do that. They couldn't afford it. So we went in and said, keep that. Don't lay off teachers. Perhaps our software could help you find some money. And money means millions of dollars. We got the school district to save them tens of millions of dollars every single year. Imagine they could do that kind of money. So those are the things that we have done. But it starts with you guys, because you are the next generation. And I hate to keep saying that. You're going to hear that so many times. You're the fountain of youth. But I have to quote a great philosopher, Whitney Houston. She sang, I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Anyone know this song? Right? It's a cliche, I know it. But, it's true. There's going to be a lot of emphasis. The next several years, people are going to gravitate towards you guys. You know why? Because they know you're going to be the next new leaders. As people like myself get older, we're going to look to pass on that knowledge to you guys. And by the way, everyone went around and say what they want to be. It's great. And if you don't know what you want to be, it's okay. In my company, we have close to 100 people in 3 offices. Schenectady, New York, Austin, Texas, and Shanghai, China. That's 3 time zones. Believe me, these individuals didn't just wake up or in your shoes like you are today, I'm going to be a software engineer. Or I'm going to train clients. They probably weren't thinking that. Some of them majored in philosophy, marketing, communications, software engineers, and others. They weren't thinking in 10, 15 years I'm going to work with this company in downtown Schenectady that has all these offices. They weren't thinking that. So that's okay if you don't know exactly what you want to be. But you want to experiment and you want to listen around you, right? And the biggest thing that folks at Transfinder is they had the ability to learn. You got to learn things, right? We talk about school, I mean, you've heard that word so much. But as you get older, you realize, wow, the key is to learn new stuff, meet new people, right? The next great idea could be the person next to you. Did you know that? But you have to listen. Listen to what people are saying. And I also know about learning is an experience. So I challenge you. Today, go home with learning one thing. Learn one thing. And then that thing that you learned, go back and share it with your teachers, your friends around out here, maybe mom and dad, right? Learn something. And it really is in your hands. People like us could only just guide you toward doing certain things. But it comes to the point that you take ownership. And you do what's the right thing. But it's okay to fail. Fail is a great thing. You fail and you get back on and you do it again. And that's what's exciting. I love to see people like yourselves in a room like this because I can only imagine what's going to be another 10 years, right? And you're probably not thinking like that. But as you get a little bit older, you're going to start thinking about that kind of stuff. So it's exciting. Take this opportunity and learn a lot of things from it. This is great. Thank you, Assemblyman Angelo Santabarbara, for convening this group together and to learn from it. We all learn from this stuff. When we share, we learn things. So again, thank you so much for coming here today.